Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to this little playthrough of Aliens Fireteam Elite's campaign. This is part 4. So last time we made landfall on LV-895 to check the caves for survivors, and we did kind of encounter survivors, or at least contact them on the radio, in an ancient ruin surrounded by Weyland-Yutani equipment. So now we're going to enter the big spooky door and find out what the security chief is up to down there.
Yes, I've seen the commissioning plaque. The Tianjin-class assault ships were designed to enforce the Colonial Protection Act. The first came off the lines in '93. In theory, we can patrol independently. A Marine battalion and a dropship squadron can handle any problem on the ground. And we've got Park's fabricators. We can make whatever ammo, parts, and weapons we need. The old Conestoga and Bougainville transports had to restock at logistical flotillas. If the UPP gets restless, things change. Endeavor's a transport. We've got kinetics and nukes for planetary bombardment, and enough Dews and ASATs to roast pirates and mercs. But a real warship or a squadron of strike bombers would shred this beast into confetti.
So the UPP is kind of the other big power on Earth aside from the United Americas. It's kind of, a combination of Russia and China and a lot of that section of the world. They've never really come up too much in any of the mainline stuff. They've kind of been cut from some of the other plot lines, like the original, or one of the original scripts for Alien 3, but they have started to come up more recently in expanded universe stuff. So that was one of the intels that was just lying around the Endeavor about the Tianjin here, which I've not heard mentioned anywhere else before this. I don't even remember this guy being here. Oh, this is where I start. Yeah, he's not normally here.
Been looking for that banner. Should be hung up in the briefing room. Somebody must have got drunk and grabbed it. When I find out who, I'll feed their ass to a lion worm. Yo, listen up. I ain't gonna quiz your knowledge. If you got through boot, you know it. 101 years ago, they renamed the USMC the Colonial Marines. For a long-ass while, we operated as a U.S. National Service under United America's Allied Command.
I mean, I do appreciate that they put all this lore stuff in.
After the Colonial Protection Act, they got serious about force integration, renamed us the United America's Colonial Marines, stepped up recruitment outside North America. Our mission's the same, the interstellar force and readiness, solving the operational and logistical challenges of assaulting and securing an unfriendly and potentially uninhabitable planetoid with only Upwell support. You got it?
I wonder if Upwell is specifically a term that comes from... what's the cyberpunk book that was one of the originators of cyberpunk? It's not Mona Lisa Overdrive, that's the second one. I can't remember it now, but it just means going up, basically, the gravity well to the space stations. So it would mean orbital support, in this case.
All the shit Weyland-Yutani makes. Aspen beer is about the only good thing. Wasn't always that way. Back 100 years plus, when Peter Weyland was still kicking the company, did terraforming and exploration. They invented synthetics.
Hey, remember Peter Weyland from Alien vs. Predator, the movie?
Future of humanity. Mierda. Building better worlds wasn't just something on coffee mugs. He actually meant that shit. After Weyland died, the managers took over. Every year the budget for shit that made lives better went down, and the budget for shit that kills went up. Why make $1 trillion in 2 decades when they can make $1 billion next quarter?
What does he actually do?
Now that we run into Weyland-Yutani, not just a lone survivor, I gotta give you the talk.
Oh, I guess we have to talk to him anyway for the next mission.
After the Frontier War in '84, everyone wised up on how the megacorps ran things out here. Weyland-Yutani was the big instigator. Illegal experiments, colony sabotage for insurance payouts. The company looks out for itself. Its money, its secrets, its execs. If we're keeping those safe, Weyland loves the Corps. If they think we're working against them, they'll fuck us over and smile when they do it. Remember that.
How is Weyland Yutani still in business?
Too big to jail. Can't sanction them without pissing off all of Europe and Outer Soul. In the three-world empire, Weyland Yutani's like a third of the economy. They run a bunch of government services. Tu sabe, privatization. Even provide military contractors to shore up the regular military. Every couple years, some of the execs and middle managers fuck up too big for the company to gloss over, or parliament to ignore. They get tossed out on their ass. That's all the justice you can expect. The Colonial Protection Act says Marines got authority out here. We can do whatever's necessary to protect civilians, from Xenos or from corporations. If Weyland's fucking around, we can drop the hammer on them. They give us lip, we can make it fat. Uncle Sam and Doña Juanita got our backs. All megacorps can get fucked with the same crowbar. They lose money, I smile. Last century, sure. Before the Frontier War. When I joined up, we was practically mercenaries hired out by the UA Assembly. Some factory goes on strike. Execs ask politicians to send in the Corps, bust up some heads. Lab experiment gets loose, send in the Corps to sweep up. Pour that boss down enough, you get a serious fucking morale problem.
I mean, even the Colonial Marines are definitely not the good guys all the time. There's one of the Aliens novels, Into Cherubitus, that they show up to a colony owned by, like, the Iranians and release a bunch of Xenomorphs that kill everyone so that the Marines can then move in. The real Marines and not the secret Xenomorph unit can move in, clear up the Xenomorphs, and then take control of the data processing facility there, because it's like a big data satellite that can send out, you know, ridiculous amounts of data to any other planet.
Come on, you kidding? That was only... fuck. Yeah, a boot like you would have been a baby. Goddamn, you're making me feel old. Weyland Yutani tried to provoke a shooting war between the United Americas and the Proggies, the Union of Progressive Peoples. Attacked each side, tried to frame the other. The company had collaborators in our own brass, staff officers on the take, Joint Chiefs boosting their stock portfolios. Oh, we had to clean house after the war.
I'll keep that in mind, that some of us might be traitors. Alright, so now I gotta head back down. I think that's all we can do here. I'm gonna stick with the same loadout I used last time for now. I put a faster reload and fire rate magazine on the rifle here. So it's a little bit faster reload, which makes up for its very small ammo capacity. Alright, let's get in here. Hopefully we'll have a second person join this time instead of just one. That's all good. Launch mission.
We made contact with Weyland Yutani survivors, led by Cynthia Rodriguez. She claims they're safe in a company bunker. We're not abandoning them to the Xenos. Find a safe route through the caves so we can extract them.
Yes, I'm sure that they're not going to cause us trouble if we bring them back to the ship. But yeah, I think this queuing system's kind of bad. Like, you should be able to just queue up and run around the ship until people join, instead of being like, nope, you have 60 seconds, better hope someone joins. Because basically, if no one joins in this search, and then I have to back out and then go back in until we get players. Because I don't really want to do this with bots. Also, why does it put the bots in when there's 20 seconds left? That means you don't even have a full minute to search the queue, which, you know, in 3-player missions like this, on all these different difficulties with challenge cards and shit, I imagine it's difficult
We made contact with Weyland
to actually
Yutani
match up
survivors,
even when
led
people
by
are playing
Cynthia
this.
Rodriguez. She claims they're safe in a company bunker. We're not abandoning them to the Xenos. Find a safe route through the caves so we can extract them.
But I also think this game very much needs the ability to just drop into a match to, you know, matchmake to fill an ongoing match. And have that be an option and not like something it just throws you into from this screen. Be like, join match in progress or only match with fresh matches. Like, this is stuff that 100 other multiplayer games have done before this, so it shouldn't be like, oh, we didn't know. Like, it's not hard to look around at this stuff and see how that sort of system works, so I think they fucked up there. But I'm hoping that's something they will fix if they want to keep
We made contact with Wayland
long-term
Yutani
support for this
survivors led
game
by
going.
Cynthia Rodriguez. She claims they're safe in a company bunker. We're not abandoning them to the Xenos. Find a safe route through the caves so we can extract them.
Especially like with how long these missions are, you don't really want to have, you know, people are in a mission for like 40 minutes. That's a lot of time that they're not going to be searching the queue. Okay, we got a pair here. Also, something I'm not sure about is I've seen mention of a recon loadout, but I don't know if that's something you just have to unlock by making progress. I like how one of these guys is 111 over the recommended rating for this difficulty.
We'll approach on passive sensors. One fuckface with an ARM down there would ruin our day.
Alright, so I think this is going to be, obviously, the area with the big engineer faces that they showed off in some of the screenshots. Alright.
Rodriguez, there's no way Wayland Yutani built all this. So who did?
It's company property. Beyond that, my non-disclosure agreement applies.
Yeah, I very much think we can let this
strongly
lady
recommend
die.
you withdraw.
I do kind of hate there's so many side corridors if they never have anything in them.
Executive perk? Esther, you seeing this?
Yes. Curious.
Signals forward, more bugs!
That's what we're really here for, is the bugs, not the aliens. Yeah, see, this weapon is much more effective when you have two actual players that you can back up with it.
That's all of them, for now.
I wonder, can I check? No, you can't look at how much intel there is when you're in the mission.
Signals inbound!
Just gotta be careful with the flamethrower, because apparently this thing can do a lot of friendly fire damage, especially on the higher difficulties. And that's the main disadvantage of it over the smart gun.
Listen.
Come on, there's gotta be something back here, right? Not just a spawn point? No.
Private channel, Fireteam. I read a terminal ahead. Access it. Esther, pull what you can. Casual-like. Rodriguez keeps asking us to leave. Let's find out why.
Still hear more of them. Okay, this looks like a defense room. Are there any crates? Crates anywhere?
Hey, Esther's hack will take time. So dig in. A bug swarm could roll through.
Let me hook up with these guys and set up some defenses. What do I got on me? I got sentry gun. Actually, can I put this up here?
Grabbing ammo.
I haven't taken any damage yet, so I don't need to heal up.
Casual like.
A Xenosurge! Because of course there is.
Every time they say something like that, it just seems self-aware, like, yeah, that's the way we designed this game. You do a thing, and then a Xenoswarm shows up. I feel like I gotta kind of stand over here to pick these off that are going off to the sides.
Got an update, Esther?
I am copying everything I can access.
Seriously, some of this music is very whimsical. And then it goes back to dramatic.
Something big and nasty coming your way.
Incoming there. He needs ammo.
That warrior took like half my health by himself. I'm gonna heal.
Aid kit's here.
My access was cut off.
Who needs an aid kit?
Marines, it's Rodriguez. My network's down. What are you doing?
He shot up a mess of Xenos. Maybe acid hit something. Esther, you get anything off that terminal?
Encoded files. I will need Endeavor's mother system to decrypt.
It is weird that this game has a cover system, considering the only time you're going to use it is when you're fighting synths.
Incoming. Hear that?
Come on, there's got to be something in this room. Intel or something.
Big movement. Reorient.
That's the drone still.
Sir, you've been quiet. What is this place?
Preliminary ESR dating suggests the ruins predate human spaceflight by 3 millennia.
Incoming targets.
Who made this?
That one was not very sneaky. Oh.
Intel over
reading.
here.
Synth power signs. Into cover!
Alright, we got our first combat synths. So these are not working Joes, but I guess the working Joes work with them later on.
Rodriguez, we got attacked by company synths. Can you shut them down? They're in a contingency state. Only an executive could override them.
So yeah, there's a mention in
Rodriguez, we're seeing
Infiltrator of there being a bunch of combat synths that you never really see in the novel.
Xenomorphs don't attack synthetics. Not unless they are attacked. I'd stay clear.
Alright, we got ourselves a crossfire here. Gun seems to work pretty well on the synths as well.
Somebody take the gear.
That's not even hidden. Alright, got a magazine. I don't know what RPS paper is. I don't know if that's a gun texture. Oop.
Defense line!
So yeah, I'll definitely take, like, out-of-control combat synths over just human enemies like the Weyland-Yutani mercenaries.
Swarm, coming in behind!
That fucking spitter is arcing shit over here. Apparently there's a bunch coming from the side.
Rodriguez, you still with us?
Of course. We're quite safe. How's your team?
No worries, ma'am. What don't kill us just pisses us off more. Sniper, top side!
Oh boy. I like that the synth warden has like an officer's hat, even though he's a synth. Oop.
More coming in top side!
not sure why the flamethrower is that effective on them. Actually, this seems to have been a better gun to bring for this mission than the last one.
Incoming there.
Shit.
Nailed the sniper!
Yo, gear over here.
Rodriguez, the synths put a lockdown on the door to you.
Standard security protocol. The further non-employees infiltrate, the more violent their response will become.
Catching up. Grabbing ammo.
Yeah, well, fuck those guys. Fireteam, spike the terminal. Esther, hack it.
Patching up. Entry gun ready. Found an aid kit. Over here. Aid kit's here.
Another quantum cipher. I will need Mother's aid. It may take time.
Xenomorphs! All the shooting pissed them off! More synths! Hold until Esther and Mother finish. Sniper! How many do they have?
Marines, don't risk your lives. We're secure here.
Ain't over till it's over.
Trying to clip the top of his head. But considering they don't have a queen on the planet, or at least they're not supposed to, there's an awful lot of xenomorphs down here.
Great, now we got Xeno. Must have heard the gunfire.
The door lock cipher is unusually sophisticated. The Wayland synthetics should not be capable.
Oh, that one's got a shield. These ones definitely don't follow the laws of robotics. I mean, that little sting that plays when you get kills on some of them is still a little weird, but it's actually kind of satisfying when they pop like that. Oh boy.
Excuse me. I have unlocked the door.
Rally up, Fireteam. Nice work, Esther.
The computers here are protected by 16 million character ciphers.
Like the ones on the Katanga Working Joes when we pulled Honecker out? Esther, seal the door behind them. Catch your breath, Fireteam. Rodriguez is just ahead.
All right. Get a new rifle that shoots very fast. Quick draw magazine. Reload speed and stability. So that would be better for one of the rifles, because stability I don't think I really need for the sniper, since it is not rapid fire, so it doesn't really have much recoil.
We're closing in on Rodriguez's group. They're at the bottom of an ancient ruin she won't talk about. It's a trade secret. There's haywire Wayland Yutani security synths ahead. Cut through them, link up with Rodriguez.
Alright, so the next mission probably won't be that exciting, because it is just fighting through similar area and synths, but I am looking forward to seeing where it goes with Chapter 3 and how that apparently picks up. I imagine that's when we'll get the goop creatures start showing up. Alright.
General Vaughn, huh? She got added to the knowledge after the Frontier War. Hey, yo, we gotta remember our mistakes as much as our success. If we don't, the shit repeats.
I was wondering why he's using knowledge with a capital,
was assistant
but I guess
commandant
the
of
knowledge
Corps.
is a thing.
Nobody paid attention to how close she was with Wayland Yutani's boy. She and a bunch of those cabals put their heads together, figuring on provoking a war between us and the Union of Progressive Peoples. Company wanted to make a bunch of money on defense contracts. Vaughn wanted herself a real war. Gloves off, no rules of engagement, real killer shit. Thought we was playing too nice. They almost made it happen. They dropped bioweapons on planets from both sides and framed the Op.4, even planned an attack on our own high command using a captured Proggy ship.
I mean, all of this lore stuff does make it seem like there are some folks at Cold Iron that really like the Aliens universe, and not just Alien and Aliens are the only good movies in this series and everything else ever made in it is trash. Because some people have that really kind of like snobby attitude towards what is basically, you know, space monsters. Like, this is not exactly highbrow shit. Alien and Aliens are both very good for very different reasons. Alien is kind of considered the classy part of the entire series, whereas Aliens is the... Still, I think... Like, I wouldn't say Aliens is actually just a dumb action movie. Yeah, it's got the Marines, and they are kind of like the dumb, oorah, oh no, we got dragged off and killed. But the Marines are not the only characters in the movie, you know?
If I didn't keep the ship's stores balanced and we tried to go FTL, you know where we'd be? Spinning in circles at 291 billion clicks an hour, that's where.
Also, I thought we don't have faster than light in this universe. That's the whole reason that they go into cryosleep for months. Or I guess the FTL is just not, you know, hyperdrive type shit. It's just, like, kinda light speed.
Everything that really matters. The real short version? Everything shit. Watch your ass. The only kinda short version? 4 bullet points. A, you can't get fresh food. Don't bother looking. 2, anywhere we land, it's probably raining. D, leave your pay on the ship. You won't be able to spend it. Most important, Colonials will trade damn near anything for a good weapon.
A, 2, and D. Those are our 4 points.
Settlements import nearly everything from the core in cans and vac dry pouches, and they pay through the nose for it. Bigger colonies might have greenhouses. You won't see anything from those. Next to their kids, the most valuable thing to a frontier colonist is a carrot or handful of radishes.
I mean, we didn't really see anything on Sevastopol that would have been feeding the station, so I imagine they had to get all of their food from supply ships. Hence why they mention they have to start rationing once they're closing down the station.
They give you a can of beige meat? That's not chicken. It's cricket. Cheaper protein. They ship it out here by the fucking ton. It's part of the terraforming process. Years of rain, at the end they have oceans. No place out this far has finished that stage yet, so don't deploy without your cover and poncho. And if you spend more than 5 minutes ashore, you're gonna get covered in mud. So learn to walk in it. Every settlement's sponsored by a corporation. They pay employees in company scrip and only accept scrip at company stores. The UA dollar isn't worth shit out here. If you have coins, you might be able to hawk them for the metal. Most colonies can't even connect to the banking network.
How do people trade out here without money and currency?
Barter, mostly. Colonists get what the company sees fit to ship them. Easy way to get in good? Bring them shit they haven't seen since they left the core. Booze and tobacco are as good as cash. Spices are better. High value by volume, always in demand. A thumb drive of entertainment vids can make you a hero. All they get out here are company propaganda, commercials, and month-old federal news. If they let employees have guns, they might get uppity about working conditions. Most settlements have a company safety officer with a stun gun. The lucky ones get a colonial marshal. The people out here know the risks. They know about the Xeno infestations. They know whoever they work for has competitors.
Just like Sevastopol had colonial marshals.
Another company might send some very deniable mercs to burn their homes to the ground, just to fuck over the bottom line of some manager back on Earth. When bugs come knocking or the competition sends a Black Ops team, all they can do is run, hide, and call for the Marines.
And then the Marines show up in 2 to 4 weeks to help out, when everybody's already fucking dead. Alright, so that'll do it for this part of Aliens Fireteam Elite. Again, I think we're in kind of a little bit of a slump mission now for this next part of Chapter 2, but then we get into Chapter 3. So, I guess I'll see you next time. Until then, you folks all take care.